A Moorhead woman who spent years arguing with one satellite company is now warning you to look closely at the sales agreement with your TV provider.
She reached out to our whistleblower hotline and our investigative team started digging. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop tells us how one woman discovered she was paying for services she wasn't even getting.
HD for life, monthly bill $29.99.
Marilee Pinkney thought she was getting a great 2-year deal with Dish Network. She signed up in December of 2015 when a salesman came to her door at her Arizona winter home. The first few months were fine, but then her bills started to increase.
I had signed a contract for $29.99 and they kept wanting to charge me all kinds of off-the-wall other things.
Her contract, labeled as a sales agreement, was one page. It listed name, address, phone number, along with program package and noted costs. Marilee decided enough was enough and called Dish again. They offered to send her the contract that they had on file.
Now, as you see, that doesn't look anything like this.
Marilee got a 3-page contract that was signed in 5 places.
But my name is spelled wrong.
Now, do you remember signing that document?
I have never seen this until it came in the mail.
Months later, after arguing with a Dish employee, they mailed her a copy of the sales agreement. And that's when Marilee noticed a change from her original carbon copy to what Dish provided.
See where they've crossed out from America's Top 200 to 120.
Okay.
And down here, they've changed the monthly bill from $29.99 to $39.99 and back to $34.99.
Marilee says the signature is even different. She reached out to Dish and was told that the sales agreement was with a third party, Sirion Enterprises.
I only signed a contract with Sirion Enterprises that had a Dish TV logo up there, so I naturally assumed that they were somehow together.
In August of 2016, Dish Network disconnected their service with Marilee and also billed her for several $100s.
It's on the phone with Dish TV and they pulled the plug and I have not had Dish TV since. Now that was August. My contract says I should have it until December of this year.
Marilee says she is angry.
They are allowed to produce forgery and pass it off as a legal document.
We reached out to Dish for comments about Marilee's situation. They provided the following statement. During Ms. Pinkney's discussion with the third-party retailer that sold Dish services to her several years ago, some confusion caused 2 separate sales orders to be left with her. The company goes on to say, "We regret any frustration that this has caused Ms. Pinkney, and we've worked with her to resolve the issue on an ongoing basis since it occurred." We also reached out to Sirion Enterprises, the third-party retailer Dish said caused confusion. The company did not return our call. They once were registered in the state of Utah and Nevada, but their business licenses expired. We also checked Arizona for a license for Sirion. We could not find any records.
We learned from Marilee late today that Dish Network would refund any of her overcharges that they did bill her. Now, this is a good example of why you need to make sure you're doing your research with these companies, the third parties also, and making sure you have all your documents and reading the fine print. Mike, Andrea?
Very frustrating.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. As we mentioned, this story came to us through our whistleblower hotline. If you have issues, call the phone number on your screen, 701-237-6576. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth.